Monday. Last Monday of the school year, guys. Next Monday's a holiday. We're going to do squares and square roots. Your homework is just the back. Okay? So I'm going to title that Squares and Square Roots. And today is May 19th. Squares and square roots. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create like a multiplication table title that's going to have the answers that you need for the next week. Okay, so we're going to have like a multiplication table, just like I said. All right. We're going to, what's the opposite of addition? Okay. What's the opposite of division? Okay, so do we understand the opposites? Okay. So, squares and square roots are opposite of each other, or the opposites. Okay, so we're going to start off with something that you should know. What's 1 squared? 1, because 1 squared means 1 times 1, right? So I'm going to write my answer there. So we're building a table for us to use later in our worksheet. So 1 squared is 1. Now here's the new part, the square root. So the square root looks like a fancy-dancy division problem. So here's an old school division like we did in elementary school, Tiffany. But in order for it to be called a square root, it has this extra little handle? I don't know. So this is called a square root. It's the opposite of squaring. So we're going to put the number 1 inside. So this is called, yes? Okay, this is called square root of 1. So the math question is, what is the square root of 1?
Is it 1?
Yep. So we put equals 1. We don't put the answer on top because it's not division. We put it next to each other. So the square root of 1 is 1. And we'll do some examples and hopefully it clicks. What's 2 squared? What's 2 times 2?
1.
Yes, 4.
Oh, 2 times.
2 squared, 2 times 2. So then we're asking, what's the square root of 4?
Is it 2?
It is 2. Okay, so you see a pattern? Okay, let's try this one. 3 squared. What's 3 squared?
9.
9, very good. 3 times 3 is 9. So my question is, what's the square root of 9?
3.
3. Okay. Let's write those down and let's talk about it. So what's the relationship between this and this, or this and this? Juliana?
So is it basically like if 2 like when you're like timesing it, if they both have the same number, then it's the number that you're getting?
Yeah, so basically it's like I'm asking you, what number can I multiply to get 9? But it has to be, Tiffany, the same number. So what times what equals 9, but it has to be the same number. Oh, 3. 3 times 3 is 9. What number can I multiply to get 4, but it has to be the same number? 2 and 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, so the square root of 4 is 2. Or it's whatever this number is. So this answer, we're going to plug it into the square root and we get the big number. It's like undoing. So if I go, what's 10 divided by 2?
5.
5. What's the opposite? 5 times 2 gives you 10. So
miss, if you do 4
squared?
2, 4 squared, that's 8. And
No.
Oh no, that's 16. I mean,
Then what's the square root of your answer? 16.
Yeah, and then
What's the square root of 16?
4.
So we're just going in circles.
Yeah.
It's like this is your answer, and now it becomes your problem. And this becomes your answer. Okay, let's do it. We're going to go all the way to a big number. Write all of them down. What's 5 squared?
25.
What's the square root of 25?
5.
Okay, so what you're creating is an answer sheet. When we do this this whole week, you're going to look at this and be like, oh, I got 25. Oh, what's the square root of 25? My answer is 5. So we're creating like a little cheat sheet here. What's 6 squared?
36.
What's the square root of 36?
6.
Okay. 7 squared.
And 49.
So what's the square root of 49?
7.
8 squared.
54.
What is it? No.
54?
64. Square root of 64? 8. Nine squared.
81.
So what's the square root of 81?
No, 9.
9. When you're in high school, you'll be memorizing these. Just like you've memorized what 5 times 2 is and 5 times 3. This is like your next thing you got to memorize for high school. But if you know your multiplication table, it's fine. I have to turn the page, so make sure you write this down because I'm going to turn the page. You don't have to turn the page if you don't need to, but I have to. Everybody good here? You good here? Okay. 10 squared? My favorite.
100.
10 squared is 100. So the square root of 100 is 10. 11 squared.
100. No.
110.
No, it's 11 times 11. Sorry.
101. 121.
111? Miss, how many is 111?
Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany in the back. Love it. 121.
That's what who just said. That's what who just said, miss.
Oh, I didn't hear him.
He said 121. It's
Oh.
okay. Don't cry. It'll pass.
It will pass. Sorry, I didn't hear you. I heard all the other wrong answers. Okay, so we're gonna do all of them up to 20. Okay, so let's see. Okay. You're in charge. You two are in charge of 13, 14, 15 squared, 16, 17 squared, 18 squared, 19 squared, and then you guys are 20 squared.
18, am I right?
So you guys find that answer. What you guys are in charge of? What's 20 squared? You guys are in charge of what's 12 squared? What's 13 squared? What's 14 squared? 15, 16, 17, 18. I don't know. Whatever number I told you to do.
Okay, miss. This will be easy enough.
Figure out what your square is. Just do yours, and then we'll fill it out as a group.
I got 186.
All right, so here's our finished table. So make sure you copy all of this down. We will be using them in a second. The better you created your table, the easier it will be to use on the worksheet.